Yo, we're back. Episode 4, 5, I believe, of Frieren. We're finally beginning the journey. After 4 episodes, I am like 1 month late. Very late, to the show. I think, yeah, I am 3 episodes behind. By the time this one comes out, I think I'll be 4 episodes behind. I think by the time I finish editing this, episode 9 is probably going to be out. And yeah, I'll be, yeah. Anyways, last episode we have Frieren finding the spell book of her master, learning about some sort of like heaven that exists where you can possibly go there and talk to the spirits of the dead. And, we finally have a goal. Frieren decided that she wants to go out and find this heaven that her master talked about. And she wants to, say her thanks and say her parting words to Himmel, because she regrets not being able to say those things when he was still alive. So, who knows if this thing even exists? I hope it doesn't exist, so this whole thing, is a wild goose chase, and Freeman learns something along the way. Again, it's more about the journey than it is about the end destination. But if it does exist, then we can honestly get some very cool conversations with Himmel. But not only that, with her master as well. And some of the theories that I've had, especially in the earlier episodes, about Frieren possibly having to choose whether or not to bring somebody back from the dead, or keeping their memories alive in her own heart and having them pass on, that could still come to fruition. We don't know yet. There's there's a whole lot of different ways the author can go about this. I hope it doesn't exist though, because I feel like that would be very thematic to some of the stuff that we've been doing in these 4 episodes. But anyways, we have one character left, and hopefully we get that person this episode, or maybe next episode. Who knows? Without further ado, let's begin the reaction. Oh, recap. Okay.
魂の眠る地オレオールにたどり着いた。
すまんな。長い旅路になる。
キンメル様たちが魔王城を目指した道のりと同じなんですね。
Right! It's all the way back in the Demon King's castle. Oh my god, I completely forgot about that. So this would be like a retreading of what she did in the past, and we get to see where her and Himmel's party sort of interacted along the way, and we can get flashbacks throughout. Wow, this is a lot of recap. Oh my god.
時間の無駄だからね。みんなとの冒険だって私の人生の100分の1にも満たない。
面白いものだな。
何が？
その100分の1がお前を変えたんだ。
Yeah. Every moment, no matter how small, can change you.
じゃあまたな。
うん、また。
これからはフリーレンの言うことをよく聞いていい子にしているんですよ。死んだ後に化けて出ます。
Damn.
ずる賢くなりましたね。誰に似たんだか。あなたがいい子でいたら、
Yeah.
少しくらいなら化けててあげてもいいかもしれません。
Little flashback before get some 28 years after his death. Okay.
もう何人も行方不明になっているからね。
魔物でも出たの？
Bandits
幽
maybe?
霊どもに連れ去られたって話さ。
Ghosts! Oh.
実際に見た連中もいる。
アンデッドかな？
Guessing
死んだ身内や知り合いの幽霊。
that is interesting. I was about to say, I'm guessing
生前の姿なの？
ghosts and the people in heaven are
話しかけられたという人
considered
もいたよう
different
ですね。
things.
これはアンデッドの仕
Yeah.
業じゃないね。
It seems to me like it's the same thing then, if it's just sightings.
死体ならそうは見えない。
People who couldn't pass
これは
on to the
全く
life.
別の系統の魔物の仕業だね。出会わないように気をつけないと。
Yeah.
困っていました。 ヒンメルたちみたいなこと言うね。
Yeah, I didn't take her to be one with a heart of
私はフリーレ
gold.
ン様とは違っていい子なので、
Oh.
ここが最近村人が消えた場所だね。手がかりは魔法生態学の本に書かれていました。アインザーム、死者の幻影を見せて人を誘い込む。
Okay.
そんなもので
So
すか？
it's not related to the whole
その
heaven
人
thing.
に毒をぶつけるだけで簡単に離散する。
I'm curious
死
who
者の幻影を撃てばいいのですね。
Frieren is gonna see if they ever encounter
撃てる。
one.
私は命乞いをする先生の幻影を撃ったよ。
Her man.
はなかったけどね。だとして
Wow!
気分のいい
Damn!
ものじゃない。命乞いを聞き慣れるってどういうこと
Yeah.
なんですか？
Bit cold.
出た。これが死者の幻影。動揺はない。
Frieren can see it too.
フェルン、
Oh yeah. Oh, Frieren can't see it.
ダメか。
Or can she? Oh. Shit. Camel this
ヒンメ
time,
ル
huh?
が出てくるんだ。
Okay, so it's random. This might be a bit
私も
harder.
少しは変わっているってことかな。
Yeah, she's changed, and the fact that her journey at this point is to pretty much give her response back to Himmel.
そうだね。
It might be a bit harder for her
ヒン
to
メルならそういう。
do this. Oh, never mind. She does not give a fuck. Okay.
峠道は安全だね。
Well, safe for now. Think. Nothing. Oh no, it's the rocks are gonna crush the book. Burn! Uh-oh.
死ぬかと思いました。じゃあ戻ろうか。
Dang.
さすがにこれ繰り返せばい
Dragons
つ
are
かは
OP.
達成です
Yo, or maybe they're just
だよね。
just better than
竜と追いかけ
better
っこなん
against
ての
mages. This is a person who's playing the Demon King, and even she can't defeat the
素
dragon.
直に仲間にするか。
It's like, what? Natural enemy against mages, maybe?
竜を前にしても一歩
Okay,
も引かず
yeah, so
長い睨み合い
weak
の
against
末
melee,
に
but
竜は
strong against
去って
magic.
行きました
Got it.
平穏に過ごせているのです
They gotta kill that dragon before leaving then.
では、
竜ってのはお前らが思っている以上に恐ろしい存在だ。
Well, they were pretty terrifying when they
この額の傷も
met, so I don't think you're underestimating.
そんな大層な傷じゃないでしょ。
Man,
お前ら師匠の差し金か。何者だ？
魔法使いフリーレン。
Master's comrade.
なんで竜を倒さないでいるの？村にとどまる理由なんてないでしょ。
Well, he gets to stay here for
先に
free.
そっちの要件を教えてく
He,
れ
he
ないか？
doesn't kill the dragon, the threat is
師匠の
always
とこ
there,
ろ
so
に
the
戻れ
village
っていう
doesn't
の
have
は
any
ごめんだぜ。
reason to take him away.
前衛として私たち
Treat
の
him like
仲間にな
royalty.
ってほしい。
褒めてくれた。ね。
Damn. Is this some like unrequited love that she's
でしょ。
now realizing? Yeah.
30秒足止めしてもらえれば確実に。
Oh, never mind.
なるほど。30秒か。
Okay, never mind. So yeah, Frieren could
それ、
could do.
俺がやらない。ゼロだよ。助けてくれよ、フリーレン。
Oh my
俺だって
god.
最初は脱しちまうんだぜ。人間が戦っていいよって相手じゃねえ。
こいつは竜と戦える。で
Yeah.
きるはずだ。
Come on, bro.
そんな。
You're the apprentice of the great dwarven. Fuck, I forgot his name. You are that dwarf's apprentice, man. Just up some slack. And if he did that, then that's crazy.
このままじゃいけないことくらい分かっているはず。
Yeah. Why did he even leave in the first place?
そういえばなぜ竜はこの村を襲わないのでしょうか。
Maybe he respects Stark and stuff.
単なる気まぐれか。
Maybe he's got like
あるいは
dragon blood in him. Stark, dragonborn. Bro, how can you cut mountains and still be scared of that fucking dragon? Oh my god. Man can cut through mountains. That was episode 5 of and we actually get introduced to the red-haired guy, Stark, name, and shit, he is the dwarven guy's apprentice. I really need to remember his name. What is that dwarven guy's name? I've completely forgot. Eisen. Ah, yeah, Eisen. Okay. Eisen's apprentice taught the dude everything he knew and ended up cutting through a mountain. Oh my god. Guy's wild. Guy has the skills of someone who bested the demon lord. The only issue he's having is that he's too scared to even approach a monster or approach someone who looks tough, which is like that's a fun character flaw to have. I feel it's very fun. I also like the fact that that whole like running away from monsters or running away from things, being a coward, that's tied back to Eisen. I'm glad that are actually characterizing people who have died or are about to die, and we're giving them backstories, interests, and hobbies to sort of just flesh them out as a character, even if they aren't necessarily with the protagonist throughout the journey. I think that's nice. I think that's a very good choice. It keeps them in the story so that when eventually Frieren does find them in heaven, it's not just some enigmatic like character that we've seen like maybe in season 1 and now we're in season 4 and we're like, oh shit, that's right, she did have a party. But it's like, no, this is Eisen. He's a coward. That's probably why his parents are dead, because he's down there praying to the tombstones of his dead parents, and now he's feeling remorseful. He's gotten strong because he feels remorse, and now he's found someone in a similar situation that he was in, and he's taken that boy under his wing, and now that boy is, he hasn't gone that first step yet. He's still the coward. He has the skills, but he hasn't made that decision to step up. And then we have, other characters like Himmel, the flamboyant, kind, sort of snarky, sort of ladies man kind of hero. Goes around, but at the end of the day, he's very noble, but very self-centered. He's very charming, very charismatic. You have, Hater, priest, corrupt, drinks beer, indulges in the sinly ways of this world, and seems like he doesn't even really believe in God, but still follows the priestly path. And when we get to the end of that journey in Aurora and we see these characters again, it's not gonna be a surprise. It's gonna be like, yeah, dude, I'm glad we met up again, which I think is great. I think doing it the way they're doing it right now is wonderful. It's amazing. I also love the fact that we even get like a little bit of sort of character progression with Frieren, and the fact that when she was facing these sort of like ghostly beings in the past, she saw her master, and she did not hesitate to kill her master. That was something that she stated very plainly. She said, I believe she said that it hurt afterwards, but she had no hesitation because she's seen her master beg throughout the time she spent with her, which is strange, because this is the strongest mage in the world, and she's begging for her life multiple times. Like, what exactly happened in Frieren's path? Did they get chased out of towns or something for being a witch, and that's why she's living in the forest all alone with Frieren? Is that people don't like magic or something? And especially in the past, people don't like magic, and they witched hunt her and drove her out. Like maybe that's the case. But I like the way that instead of seeing her master in this episode, we see Himmel, and the way it's framed, it's not seen as some like, okay, it kind of is, but because Frieren did just end up killing Himmel without a blink of an eye. But I like the way it's framed in that Himmel is this person that Frieren has been, sort of working towards, and has been doing this 10-year journey along with Fern to find Aurora and to find heaven, so that she can finally speak with Himmel. Himmel is Frieren's last regret, and I love the fact that instead of seeing her master, we see Himmel because we get shown, she regrets not being able to spend time with her team members. She wants to talk to them one last time. In the sense that she's moved on from her master, she still has lingering affections for Himmel. Those 10 years she spent with Himmel, that's not gone to waste. And it's like the dwarf said, like very early on in the episode, he said something along the lines of, "Hey, those 10 years are like a fraction of your life, but it did seem to impact you quite a bit." And I like the way it's framed with her as well, and her seeing Haitar, and just her, holding on to that hope that maybe if she is a good girl, Haitar would eventually come back and talk to her. Come back and visit. And even when facing down a monster that essentially gives off a mirage of her memories or whatnot, she knows this is the case. She sees Frieren, shooting down her mirage without any hesitation. She sees that, but she still hesitates because I think she just can't let herself kill Haitar, even if it is just an image. I think maybe there's a part of her that hopes this is Haitar, like actually Haitar visiting, because she's just been a good girl this entire time. But eventually she sees the monster behind the illusion and makes her choice. She's forced to make her choice. But I think without seeing that, I don't think she would have been able to actually commit to making a decision there. I think she just would have been frozen still, just wondering what to do. But yeah, after that we meet a dragon. Dragons builds their nests out of like magical objects, which I'm guessing is like what binds his horde together and keeps it from like falling apart, something along those lines. I'm not exactly sure, but I'm assuming that's the case. And apparently this dragon has been terrorizing a village that Stark has protected since he's been here. So we've already gone over the fact that Stark is a coward. Now I'm curious to see the other side of the mystery. That is like, why the fuck did the dragon leave? The dragon came, was demolishing the village, essentially attacking the village, stomping house to house. He sees Stark, sort of tries to intimidate him. Stark holds his ground because he's petrified and deathly afraid. And then the dragon leaves, which is curious, because we know two things so far. We know that Stark has been Stark is a coward, and he left his village while his village was being attacked, and he was a survivor. He was then picked up by Eisen, and Eisen taught him his ways, how to be a warrior, and that's how Stark is as strong. And then we get to the point where Stark confronts the dragon, confronts with quotation marks, because he literally just arrives there and freezes because he doesn't know what to do, and then the dragon leaves. So number one, why exactly was Stark's village attacked? It could just be like a bandit raid, and he just ran away because bandits were attacking. But I want to say it might be something different, because we did know that wars are still being held in this country or in this universe. Even if there is a demon king, humans are still fighting other humans. And number two, the fact that the dragon left after seeing Stark is very suspicious. So I think in the reaction, I mentioned the fact that maybe he's a dragonborn, like he has some sort of dragon blood in him, and that's why he has like the red spiky hair. Even when he like crushes the mountain, it's like it's molten. It's like molten rock, almost like a dragon breathed flames onto it and sort of melted it down. His attacks are that strong. So I'm guessing maybe he's a dragonborn, or he's part dragon. That, or we did get some mentions about like a cursed dragon item, like a cursed nail or something, way back in episode 1, and Frieren took it away, which that's fair. But what I'm thinking is maybe that cursed dragon claw ended up cursing the party in some way. And because Eisen has spent significant time with Stark, again, most of these guys have spent significant time like pretty much isolated. So the only person to be with Eisen in this case was Stark, and thus maybe Stark, maybe some of the dragon curse rubbed off on Stark or something along those lines. But that doesn't even make any sense though, because Frieren would be Frieren. The dragon saw Frieren and was not scared, so it couldn't be that. Yeah, I have no idea. Back to square one. I'm just gonna say he's Dragonborn. Plus Ruda. Who knows? But yeah, he's gonna join the party. We're probably next episode we're gonna kill the dragon. And maybe we can have some romance developing between Stark and Fern. Because if we are doing this like this decade-long adventure, Fern by the end of it, again, I've stated it before, but she's gonna be like 26 or like 30 years old. Stark is probably the same age, maybe older, maybe younger. We're going to see their life essentially develop before our eyes, and I'm curious to see like what Frieren's reaction to it all is, because Frieren was a part of her teammate's life, but not for any like major milestone. She was essentially there. She did her demon stuff, and then she left. She was not like really a part of just like the more mundane aspects. So I'm curious to see if the author takes it that way, where sort of the more minor human milestones that we have in our lives, like getting married, having kids, falling in love, stuff like that, and Frieren seeing it all and just being a part of it, I think would be really fun. But yeah, don't really have anything else to say. Looking forward to the next episode. If you liked the video, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. See you next time. Take care.